good evening, and if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring the little bell, notifications on every time I upload, which is Thursdays at 6 PM. Right, so getting straight into the video, not going to have a lengthy intro like last week. We're going to get straight into it, and this is me removing the intercooler off the standard rubber mounts that I have on there, and I'm going to be installing the upgraded rubber mounts to support the intercooler. So these rubber mounts I think are about 10mm longer than the other ones, and it's quite a simple job. Basically I'm going to take the intercooler off. We've got 4 10mm nuts. Then we're going to take off these hose clamps and remove the hoses that go into the intercooler. And once all that's off, we can remove the intercooler, swap over the rubber mounts, refit the intercooler, and then I'm going to have a look to see if the bonnet shuts properly, if we've got plenty of clearance, and then I want to have a look to see how much room is underneath the intercooler to see whether I'm going to be able to get some little fans that can fit underneath to help draw that air through the intercooler to bring some more cold air into that turbo. So hopefully that should help improve performance, especially if I'm looking at somewhere down the line, upgrading the injectors as well. I was looking at PP1s, and then my friend said no, it's PP2s that I need, but then I've seen other people installing PP1s, so I really don't know which way I'm going to go about that. But yeah, I will be fitting some larger injectors, and then I expect back down to Pendle Performance for another remap. And I think NOS is off the cards. I don't think I'm going to bother putting NOS in. I was going to do a dry setup of NOS straight into the air filter, but I can't be arsed with that. That seems long, seems like hassle, and so I'm just going to stick with a few basic little mods and then actually enjoy the van rather than just keep on modding it. Although I say that, but it's your van, isn't it? You're always going to find something to mod. Right, so you can see I've taken the intercooler off now. I've taken the first rubber mount off, and we can compare the large mount, the new large mount, to the old smaller mount. So it does look considerably bigger, and I think it is about 10mm, but it should do the job, and there's only one way to find out, and that's by test fitting it. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do now. Right, so I will tighten these up in a minute, but yeah, this is how much gap this is what it's going to do. It's going to increase this gap here, putting these larger rubber mounts on. So next thing, let's reinstall the intercooler, hook it all up, and then we will test fit it to make sure that the bonnet shuts and everything lines up. Right, so these are the old rubber mounts that we've taken out. These are also the same rubber mounts that are used for the engine under tray. So if you have a broken engine mount, the little rubber mounts for your engine under tray, you can use these, and that is what I'm going to be using them for. So I'll be able to replace them. But you can see it's all hooked up now. I haven't connected the map sensor, but the rubber mounts are on there. You know, it's all fairly solid. I'll tighten it all up in a minute, but it's just to be put in place. Those hose clamps, I still need to get a proper hose clamp rather than using dodgy pliers. Right, so now I'm going to shut the bonnet up, going to have a look at the gap, going to eye it up first as I close it to make sure it's not catching and we've got plenty of room for it to shut. And by the looks of it, yeah, there's plenty of room there, and there's a little bit of flex in the plastic on the under tray of the bonnet itself, so it will close nice and snug. There's nothing interfering with it, so I'm happy about that. I guess the next thing is to have a look underneath and see how much room I've got to fit some fans. Right, let's have a look underneath and see if it's increased the size of the gap. So the gap under there before, I could barely get my thumb sideways in between, sort of like, you know, in this little gap here. And now, yeah, that's a huge gap. Yeah, I've got plenty of room to chuck some fans under there. So the next step now is to order up the fans. So it's a nice little easy finish. I'm going to order the fans up. I'll probably get a couple off eBay. I don't know, we'll have a hunt around. So I'm just going to finish up here, put the hoses back on, tighten up all those 10 mils on the rubber mounts, and then I'm going to start actually getting prepared for next week's video, because next week hopefully the fans will be here, and we can start installing the bracket, making some brackets and installing the fans. But not only that, this weekend, Sunday, I will also be releasing a little video just on a couple of little jobs that I've done, because I took my nieces and nephews out the other day, and they were really grumpy and upset in the back of the van because they couldn't see out the side windows, and I'll show you all of that on Sunday, so stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe and share with your friends. Take care, God bless, safe.